Hello my beautiful Jan fam, welcome back to my channel. It has been a little while since I've done a Q&A and my life has changed drastically over the last couple of months, so I thought it was time when I sit down, come clean with you guys about everything. I put up a Q&A box on my Instagram and also on the community page here, and you guys hit me with a bunch of questions. So I got the 10 most popular ones and let's just get straight into it. So the first question is, did we move to New York? And the answer is not yet. So basically in the middle of quarantine, me and Alex, we had been at home, we had been locked down together, and we kind of had this idea that we wanted to just go somewhere completely random and live there for a couple of months. And we came up with the idea of doing New York, and we actually just booked it, and this was about a year ago. And then finally got here and we're like, are we still gonna go to New York and just live there for 2 months? And we did it. We got an apartment here, it's beautiful. And you know, it's so different experiencing New York. You guys know I'm from Australia. I'm from a beautiful little beachfront town called Hervey Bay. And New York is just so different from that. It's just huge. There's so many people, there's so much going on. And you know, even coming from LA, where LA is a bit more locked down and kind of a different energy than New York, if that makes sense. But anyway, long answer short, Alex and I fell in love with the city while we were here, and we decided we're actually going to move here. So this is all very new. We're thinking probably like March, April next year, we're gonna look at getting an apartment here. To be honest with you guys, there's a couple things that really scared me about the move. One, it's freezing. It gets so cold here, and I'm just not ready or equipped for that. Two, when you move, it takes a good year to feel settled again. And obviously you guys know I moved from Australia to LA, been in LA for a couple of years, and I'm finally feeling settled, kind of finally feeling like it's home. So to move is definitely a little bit scary, but as scary as it is, it's also really exciting because a new place means new opportunities, new friendships, and that's where we're at the moment. All right, the second question, you guys are always asking me this one. How long have Alex and I been together, and are we talking about marriage? We have been together now for over 2 years, which is really exciting, really lucky. We're in a really good place. We're both really happy. As far as marriage goes, you know, that's something obviously we both want in the future, but right now we're really busy. We're moving, obviously, we're talking about that. Alex still hasn't met my family, so there is a couple of things that still have to align for that to happen. But you know, it's definitely something that I'm really hopeful for the future. I'm really happy. He's an incredible guy and we make a really good team. So I'm really excited to see what happens in the future. Guys, I literally just got so nervous talking about that. I got like sweaty palms. I'm like a little teenager. I'm like Okay, and the next question is, do you have a boob job? I'm a girl and I struggle keeping the twins looking perky. Help. Okay, this is a real struggle. I think at one point or another, all of us have some type of struggle with our boobs for whatever reason. My answer is no, I've never had a boob job. It's not something I've necessarily wanted or kind of felt the need to get. I'm very lucky that I do have a fuller chest. It may be something I would consider in the future after I had kids potentially. A lot of my friends have boob jobs and they love the results, but let me share with you guys a huge life hack. You guys are gonna thank me for this one. That also brings me to today's sponsor, which is Boomba, and you guys are about to fall in love because I swear by these. I wear them all the time. That is why I love it. It's got double-sided adhesive. I keep the plastic on it because it's double-sided, so it does have stuff stick to it. So when I'm not wearing them, I like to take care of them. Actually sweat and water resistant, so you can wear them and re-wear them and re-wear them without having them come off. I don't know about you guys if you've ever worn a sticky bra or chicken cutlets and they kind of start to peel off when you sweat, and it's just such a frustrating feeling. I actually had a really unfortunate story happen to me when I was about 20 and my sticky bra actually fell off in public. It was mortifying, and since then I vowed that I would never let that happen again. But since I found these, I've had no worries and I wear them all the time. And going back to the boob job question, these can actually boost your cup size by 2. You can also wear the Boomba inserts under a sports bra or under a bikini or under a normal bra as well if you want an extra boost. So I just changed it to something different so you guys can see the full effect of the Boomba insert. So I put it on the left side, have nothing on the right. It actually makes a really big difference. It's an automatic instant boob job. I love it. And as you can see, it definitely makes it dramatically bigger. And the really cool thing is because it's double adhesive, you can actually stick it to the shirt as well for extra lift here as well. And here's a top that I can't normally wear a bra with. As you can see, it is a huge difference. I'm obsessed. I just changed into a different dress, and as you can see, I left the demi insert just on the left side. It makes a huge difference. It lifts, it's really fitting, and I just love how it looks. It's such a quick simple hack that nobody even has to know about. And they're really simple to use as well. So basically after you wear them, you can wash them with warm water and gentle soap, and then you let it dry, and it's going to keep that stickiness. Definitely a game changer product. Better to wear with tight clothing so that they stay sticking to you. It's not a sticky bra, it is a demi insert. So basically it's going to give you that boost, it's going to give you that lift, and no one's going to know. I'm going to link the 2 products that I have from Mumbai in the description box below if you want to check them out. Trust me, you'll be thanking me later. And now for the tea on the Kendall Jenner photo that you guys want to know about. You blew me up about this one, so I thought I would address it. This is a photo that was taken nearly 2 years ago in Greece. And what happened was, last week I was laying in bed, I saw a DM from somebody who was like, I just saw you in this photo. And I looked at the photo and I was like, wow, I didn't even know that photo existed. I shared it in my story and you guys were like, oh my goodness, you know Kendall Jenner. And here is the story. Before I moved to America, I spent nearly 3 months in Europe. I was with my girlfriends, I traveled, it was incredible. So basically we all went to this restaurant. So we had a table here. At the table next to us, like literally next to us, was a bunch of Victoria's Secret models, celebrities, rappers, Kendall Jenner, etc. And basically as the night kind of went on, everyone progressed down to the beach. It was a really good vibe. The sun was going down, everyone was in bikinis, everyone was drinking, and the sunset was beautiful. So we all kind of went down to the beach. And that is basically what happened. It was definitely a good vibe. It was definitely a really, really cool memory. And I didn't even know that there was a photo of it, so it's kind of cool to see that. Mykonos is always so much fun. I think I've been there maybe like 4 times. I love it. Every time I go there, for whatever reason, we always end up seeing celebrities. I also saw like Lindsay Lohan and a bunch of other ones that trip. It was very fun. But man, talking about this makes you miss Europe so much. I can't wait to go back to Europe. Greece is probably my favorite country in the whole world because it is so beautiful. If I could go anywhere just for a day, it would be Santorini. Like hands down, so beautiful. Next question is, how tall am I? I'm 165 centimeters, which is 5'49", so just under 5'5". Next question is, do I miss dentistry? So for you guys that have been following me for a while, you may know that that's basically how I got into social media. Was I was posting on our business page. I would post before and afters of the work I was doing, like this is a filling after and this is before, and people were loving that. And I kind of realized how much I actually love social media, and that's how I myself kind of came into social media. So I really miss dentistry. I don't practice at all. Fortunate, and I love exactly what I do right now, and I wouldn't change it. Next question is about time management. How do I fit everything into the day? And I'm gonna put you guys onto the best hack ever. When you're really, really busy and you're overwhelmed and you're anxious and you have a lot going on, which most of us do a lot of the time block. Guys, it is a game changer. And what I mean by time block is if you allot yourself a certain amount of time to do a project, you're going to get it done so much faster because you're not going to be distracted. For example, if you're like, oh, you have to clean the whole house today. I'm like, today is my day to clean the house. That's a really overwhelming, daunting job because it's just, I don't enjoy it, I don't like it. So if I allot myself, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go spend 15 hard minutes cleaning in this room. You know, literally set a timer for 15 minutes, and you do that in every room, you're going to get it done so much faster. And that's the same for anything like emails, grocery shopping, whatever it is, if you time block. But for me, time blocking is an absolute game changer. And when I do it, 1, I'm more productive, but 2, I'm less anxious. All right, and next question is my biggest fear. This is something I really had to think about because I don't consider myself to be a particularly fearful person, but I do worry about things. And for me, something that I really worry about is missing moments that you can't get back. You know, my family's in Australia, my parents are getting older, my best friend has had a baby, my brother's had this crazy accident, and these are all moments that you miss, and it's kind of like a hard feeling to realize life goes on without you. And it's like, yeah, that's probably my biggest fear, just not being present and missing moments that you can't get back. That's, yeah. Which brings me on to my next question, and so many of you were kind enough to check in about Jimmy. If you guys don't know, basically my brother, he's 21 years old, he lives in Australia. He had an incredibly horrific skiing accident nearly 3 months ago, and it shook us all to our core, and he was paralyzed from the waist down. He's still in hospital at the moment, and he's in Australia. Yeah, this one's a really hard one to talk about because honestly, I don't really know where to start. First off, I want to say thank you to you guys because you guys absolutely were there for me in so many ways on social media, but also to support Jimmy. So many of you have reached out to Jimmy. So many of you donated to his GoFundMe, which is amazing. Like, it's been life-changing. So thank you. I'm feeling the love, and I know he really is too. So a lot of you are asking about changes in his condition. There has been no changes. So he broke his back in 2 spots. He had surgery, and at the moment they're saying he's not going to be able to walk again. He is in the middle of med school, so he's studying to be a doctor. He's going to finish it, which is incredible. And he has had incredible surgeons. He's had incredible care. My 2 sisters, they live quite close by to him, so they've been able to see him. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to go back yet. That's my next question that I'll get to. So yeah, it definitely hits hard, and it kind of, especially as an older sister, you feel almost like guilty for not being there, like you're not doing enough. But he is an incredible guy. He's an amazing young man. He has the best attitude of anyone that I know. He's so positive, and I know that God has an incredible plan for his life, and I know that he's still going to accomplish incredible things, just different than, in a different way than we had originally thought. So thank you guys for checking in. I know he really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. I don't think I really realized, the community that I had on social media and how much I loved you guys until this happened, because the way that so many of you every single day were checking in on him, the GoFundMe thing, so many of you were there, and that was really, really powerful. So a massive, massive thank you to you guys for that. And I cannot wait until I can go back and hug him and see him and see the rest of my family, of course. I really miss them as well. So if you guys want to support him in any way, I'm going to link his GoFundMe. There's also a few more details about the accident and what happened if you do want to know any more about his story. But guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. The amount of support that you've given us in this time is just, it blows my mind. I'm really, 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 really grateful from the bottom of my heart. So thank you. And I guess this topic leads me on to my last question that I'm going to answer, which is when I'm going to be going back to Australia. Now, to be totally transparent with you guys, I had flights booked in April, like 2 years ago, and because of COVID, they got cancelled. And I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna be going back for Christmas. So I've been looking into flights, spent hours on the phone with travel agents trying to figure things out. But Australia is still very much locked down. My family's from Queensland, and that's not even open to international travel. So I'd have to fly into a different state, and it's all very messy. And right now we're not really sure what's gonna happen with this new variant of COVID, the Omicron. It's a very scary time to travel internationally. I don't want to get stuck there. So right now, I think I'm going to put a pause on the trip until early next year, fingers crossed. Praying that I can get back, because one, I would love, love, love to see all of my family and be there with them. And of course, I would also love for Alex to meet them as well. We even applied for an exemption for him to be able to come to Australia, and that actually got declined. So regardless, he's not coming. And I'm 90% sure that I'm probably not going for Christmas. It's looking like I'll be spending Christmas with Alex and his family again this year, which, is great. But of course, I would still love to get home. But on a more positive note, I have so many fun videos coming. My next one, I'm going to be showing you guys an apartment tour here in New York. The place is beautiful. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Jam Fam. New videos coming every single week. And also, by the way, guys, season 2 Miracle Mindset is coming early next year, and I'm so excited. We have some incredible guests lined up, so I cannot wait for that. Also, don't forget to check out Bomba, today's sponsor, in the description box below. Alright, I love you guys.